Welcome back. I'll continue my next topic. Today I want to discuss last topic in this unit. In this topic, software process workflow. Software process workflow. What is workflow? In the term workflow, so here the workflow is used to mean that a set of sequential activities are executed. A set of sequential activities are executed, we can use the workflow. Each and every activity, software project, we are dividing the modules. Each and every module we are executing, the flow of activities is very, very important. So sequentially we are executed one by one activities. Okay, more number of activities we are executed based on the workflow only. Okay, here in terms of workflow is used to mean a thread. It is nothing but thread. Okay, we know that already in the operating system we are dividing the threads. Large process, heavy process, we are executing, dividing the threads. So each and every thread we are executed, and combinedly all the threads are formed into one process. Is nothing but it is also called as a workflow. Okay, so in the terms of workflow is used to mean a thread, because of it is like thread. Workflow is like a thread of cohesive and mostly sequential activities. So in the project contains more number of activities. All the activities are executed in the sequential manner. One by one we are executing and complete the product. So here why it is thread, we call it as thread is nothing but a heavyweight process we are dividing into threads. So large number of activity we are dividing into small number of pieces, small number of activities. So each and every piece we are executing, it is like a thread. Okay, here it is called as a workflow. In the workflows are mapped into product. The workflows are mapped into products and artifacts. Product artifacts. Each and every product containing the artifacts. In the last class I told you already. So artifact process. So 5 artifacts I told you: management artifacts and requirement artifacts, design artifacts, okay, implementation artifacts, deployment artifacts. So each and every artifact is using to execute each and every activity. So all the artifacts are involved in the product. So the process workflow are mapped into product artifacts. So all the activities are mapped into the product artifacts. So here there are 7 important activity workflows are there. So I will explain in this class. Okay, so there are 7 workflows. First one is management. So in the management contains planning of the project is there, controlling of the project is there, organizing of the project is there. So these 3 are involved in the management workflow. So this is the first one. And coming to second one is automatic process we are executing, we are evaluating using environment workflow. And requirement workflow means whatever the requirements we are taking, that requirements are sequentially used to one by one. So it means that requirement workflow. And coming to design workflow, so we are constructing the design. So what requirements, the components are arranged in the format. So we have to construct the one type of architecture. So we will use the design workflow. And coming to the implementation workflow, so here in the software projects, so each and every program is an activity. Okay, so each and every program is an activity. All the activities are combinedly formed into one project. So here the implementation, the code registration code is there, and some login form code is there. So like that, all the coding part we will combinedly execute one type of project is called the implementation process. Okay, now assessment process means testing. We are testing each and every activity, whether it is correct or not, whether it is suitable to our requirements or not. So we are getting the correct results or not. We are using the assessment. Assessment means we are checking each and every activity whether it is good or not. Okay. So next, finally, deployment set. We have to deploy the system after completion of the product. The end product will that end product is deployed to the particular place. Deployed to the particular place. That place is supported or not. So all these 7 requirements are very important using in the workflow project process. Okay. Here you can see that the management workflow. In the management workflow, controlling is there. I told you already, project planning is there, project controlling is there, project organizing is there. So now here the controlling the process, who will controlling? Management will controlling the process, and also ensuring win the contribution for all the stakeholders. So all the stakeholders are involved, we have to control them. Each and every stakeholder management will control. Okay, so this is called as management workflow. Now second one is environment workflow. Here automatic of the process and evaluating the maintenance of the environment. So automatic process is running, that process is supported to correct environment is providing or not. So it means that environment workflow, automatically the process is executed, that process is evaluating to provide the maintenance environment. That process is evaluating, we will provide the maintenance environment. So it is called as environment workflow. Now coming to the third one is requirement workflow. So actually all the requirements we are taking, that requirements are first we are analyzed. So each activity we are using the requirements, what requirements, what phase we are using. Okay. So here the requirement workflow analyze the problem space. Whatever the problem that will be analyzed, what requirements are used in our project. So here analyzing the project problem space and also evaluating the requirement artifacts. So what requirements are used in our project, that requirements are whether it is used or not, whether it is suitable our project or not, that requirements are analyzed them. Okay. So this is called the requirement workflow. Now coming to the design workflow. Design workflow. Modeling the solution. So whatever we are constructing, we are designing the particular architecture. So it means that modeling of the solution. That solution is suitable our project or not. So and also evaluating the architecture and design artifacts. That artifacts are including in the architecture or not. So this is called as design workflow. Now coming to the fifth workflow is implementation workflow. Implementation workflow means programming the components, whatever the components used in the project. So that components are useful to complete the entire product. Okay. So here the components and evaluating the implementation of the implementation and deployment artifacts. So here you can observe or not, I don't know. Here each and every workflow artifacts are added. Artifacts are added. In the starting I told you that here product we can add the artifacts. Here products artifacts are added to the workflows mapped. Okay, to map the product artifacts and workflow process. Okay, that's why here we can use the implementation workflow, also artifacts are used. And now coming to the seventh workflow is assessment workflow. Assessment means we are checking, we are testing each and everything, whatever the work is done, that work is we have to test it, whether it is correct or not, we have to test it. Okay, assessing the trends in the process and the product quality. So whether the quality of product is coming or not, we have to assessing them. Okay, that means that assessment workflow. Okay, we have to test them and quality of product coming or not, we have to testing. Okay, next finally deployment workflow. Transition the end product of the end user. Okay, so we are getting the results, that results are customer will be satisfied. So here the deployment workflow is mainly using for translating the end products of the user. These are the 7 workflows we are using in the software process development. Software process development. Here, in the four principles are applying to execute in the each and every workflow diagram. So here the modern software engineering using these four principles. First one is architecture first approach. Second one is iterative life cycle process. Third one is round trip engineering, and fourth one is demonstrating based approach. So these three are not including in our syllabus. So only I will explain iterative life cycle process using the process workflow. In the iteration process, how it is executed based on the process workflow, I will show you now. Here you will have to observe it activity levels across the life cycle phase. So each and every activity, here seven workflows are there. So 1 management, 2 environment, 3 requirement, 4 design, 5 implementation, 6 assessment, 7 deployment. So here you know that already this life cycle phase is inception phase, elaboration phase, construction phase, transition phase. So here what role is there? Here the constant role is there in the each and every phase. Each and every phase the management constant role. And environment, here elaboration phase is highest role, remaining things are less role. Okay. Next requirement, here inception phase and also elaboration phase somewhat different, remaining all are different. Okay. Here design also elaboration phase highest we have to give the priority, remaining things lowest priority. In the same way, all the workflows are used based on the life cycle phases. Used in the life cycle phases. Used in the life cycle. So here the iteration workflow. So iteration workflow, how it is executed. So we know that already iterative and incremental model. Iterative incremental model is mainly using for large type of projects. We have to use the complex type of projects. Once the complex type of project we are taking, that project is dividing into modules. Each module is called a iteration. Okay. So here entire an iteration consists of a sequential set of activities. So an iteration consists of a sequential set of activities in various proportions depending on whether the iteration is located in the development cycle or not. So whatever the activity we are taking, that is depends on whether the iteration located in the development cycle or not. First we have to check them. After that, individual iteration workflow is as the follows. So I will show you the diagram here. Iteration workflow, you can observe it, allocated usage scenario and results from the previous iteration. So once the work is started, we have to take these two are the inputs. First one is allocated usage scenario. This is means present. This means previous result. Both are taking the inputs and we have to do the management role. After that, we will do the requirement role. After that, we will do the design role. We will do the implementation role, and we will do the assessment role, and we will do the deployment role. So after all this completion, one iteration results will be coming to the output. Okay, it is only single iteration output. Okay, so what inputs we are taking? A present usage scenario and previous iteration results. Both we are taking to process them. Each and every activity will get the result of the iteration 1 or iteration 2 or like that. We are completing each and every iteration. I will show you one more diagram. Here the iteration emphasis on across the life cycle. Following diagram you can see that here inception and elaboration phase we are using the 7 workflows are there. So management, requirement, design, implementation, assessment, deployment. In the here transition phase also again 7. Here construction phase also again 7. So here you can observe it, all these phases, all the artifacts is there, and also workflow is starting management after requirement, design, implementation, assessment and deployment. This is order. Sequentially we are executed first, we are gathering the requirements and then we have to design them, and then we have to implement them, and then we have to test them, and then we have to deployment them. Each and every iteration, this sequence will be followed to complete each and every activity. After completion of all activities, we are collecting and form a one major project. So it is called as a iteration workflow will follow. Okay. So in the iteration workflow, the iteration presents in the set of overall architecture of the project, and also increment represents the current working process as well as combining the preceding iterations from the next iteration. So here iteration 1, here iteration 1, iteration 2 and iteration 3. Here iteration 1 is completed, iteration 2 is completed, iteration 3 not completed. Because of iteration 3 not completed, again the iteration 4 will be started. So iteration 3 not completed, before the iteration 4 will be started. Iteration 4 will not completed, again the iteration 5 will be started. Iteration 5 will not completed, again iteration 6 and 7 will be started. So these are the waterfall model. You remember waterfall model. So each and every activity finished this kind of format, we will follow the iteration workflow. Okay. So workflows are very, very important to use in our project. So each and every software product, we have to use the artifacts and workflows. So each and every process we are executed based on the workflow. Okay. Thank you.